My agency made $23 million in 2024. So in this video, I'm gonna actually break down our top 5 revenue streams so you can see exactly how we've managed to get to 23 million. I'll also be going through our profit, how our company is structured, then the 3 key things that we have done this year to be able to achieve that much revenue. And look, one clear disclaimer, the only reason I'm even allowed to make this video with my investors and team is because we are a large company in the UK and our accounts are public anyway. So 9 months from now, my accounts will be public and anyone can see this information to verify it, just like you could of last year where we did $18 million. So the first revenue stream is that we take a percentage of the revenue that we generate for our clients. And the truth is we do a bunch of things here at Gemflow. So we'll either launch and manage a digital business for someone and we take a percentage, or it could be that we manage and manufacture products and launch and we will take a percentage of that. Or we would do a deal with a third-party brand for a creator and we would take a percentage of that. This is our largest revenue stream and equal to $10 million for 2024. Let me show you some examples. So Mike Thurston is someone that who's a creator and I've been working for over 6 years. We work on his app Thirst, and over there we get a percentage of the revenue, and we have grown that year on year ever since. And it's absolutely an amazing product and one of the best fitness apps in the market. Another similar to that would be June Yu, who's an amazing creator that we started working with a few years ago. We do a deal with Red Bull where he's going to go and become a judge on their Red Bull basement competition. And for that deal, we would take a percentage for facilitating and putting it together. Similarly, for someone like Iman Gaji, his platform Digital Launchpad, we develop and manage the platform. And for that, we get a percentage. And in that case, that is a mobile app that people can subscribe to, and it's a subscription model. Every subscription that goes out, we get a percentage of that as our business model. And lastly, another example would be Liana Deeb with Gymshark. We have done multiple campaigns, collections, events, and the rest of it. And in all of that, whatever the deal ends up happening, we end up getting a percentage of that. The second revenue stream is that we charge retainers for services. The truth is, this is the most standard business model in the agency space. And yes, we also do that because you have to. But generally, I like to do base plus performance. So the base plus performance of us providing a service such as paid ads, where we are running the ads and we're getting a percentage of any profits that generates, or we are doing full funnel management and anything else. This in total as a revenue stream for us led to $5 million in 2024. Example would be someone like Ali Abdel. We were running his part-time YouTuber Academy funnel. So that would be the full scripting, filming, editing, creating the web pages, the strategy, and running all the ads. And similarly for James Smith, who's a creator who has a business mentorship program, and we essentially help him not only with the program itself, which we take a percentage of revenue from, we also provide services, which would then be, again, paid ads, email marketing, and a lot of other growth services alongside it. So $5 million for retainers for different marketing services in 2024. The third revenue stream is project fees. Essentially, this is more that it's one-off fees for doing some sort of work. Again, this is a massive part of the business because we get lots of opportunities where we can almost charge an upfront fee or charge a fee for doing something. Normally, this would be, for us, the largest is like development. We do a lot of development work at Gemflow, where we are coming in developing a platform, mobile app, and other stuff, where we would charge a fee for doing so. This in total is $3 million for 2024. And an example of this would be Kinobody. So he is Greg O'Gallagher, a massive YouTube creator. And on Instagram, we helped develop his new app, Kinobody. And this is where we would generally charge a fee for doing that. Another example would be Shreddy, one of the businesses that I've been working on for many years. We charge them a development cost to be able to maintain and grow that because it has 50,000 plus subscribers and is a massive, massive project. So it requires the development, and we provide the development to be able to do that whilst also still getting a percentage from the revenue share and any other deal that we may have on that same thing. So the key thing is, for you to be able to build revenue like I have managed to, you've got to be able to make different types of revenue, even from the same clients, to be able to truly stack and own the relationship and make the most money as possible. So that was $3 million for doing one-off projects for different clients in 2024. The fourth revenue stream is manufacturing and supply chain. So this is where we as Gemflow actually manufacture products for many different creators. So an example is that we produce activewear for a bunch of different brands such as Zentoa for Sonata Greca, who's a massive creator, brands such as On You Fit for Hannah Olberg, such as Bluey for Megan O'Grubb, for Thirst for Mike Thurston, for Freddie, who's a YouTuber for like high-end fashion brand, and so many others. So this is where we are completely owning the supply chain in full, from idea to design, to then making the products, to then storing them in our warehouses, and then actually shipping it out to all the customers. We actually have warehouses, we actually have 5 distribution centers today where we do this from globally, and we sell thousands of products all over the world. So this in total was also $3 million for 2024. So that's us doing the full design, manufacturing in full. And we do that whilst we're doing marketing services and the rest. And the truth is, one of the ways I've managed to scale the business in all these years is that we've managed to create new revenue streams along the journey of 8 years to be able to have such vast different styles of revenue in the business. But it can also be complementary, because that same brand that we manufacture products for, we can now do all the e-com, we can now do all the ads. And it allows you to build a bigger agency, a better business faster. So that's $3 million for doing all the manufacturing and supply chain for clients in 2024. The fifth and final revenue stream for us is that we take a percentage of profit. So similarly to percentage of revenue, but in some deals, we actually end up agreeing that instead of us taking a percentage of the top line, we're going to take a percentage of the bottom line, because we've agreed a bunch of expenses, a bunch of different things that we're investing into that business to make it a success. Examples of these would be companies where we have shares and I am a co-founder of myself, such as Newtonic, you may have seen, which is a brand by Chris Williamson, James Smith, myself, and their manager Luke. And obviously it's been a massive success, and it's an example of us earning a percentage of profit. And another one would be WeRise, which is a massive female education platform out in the US, again, which I'm co-founder of with Sonata Greca. And we have this whole plan of building that into a massive business in the next few years. So that's the fifth and final, where essentially we're taking a percentage of profit as the plan, because we rather the business spends its own money to grow itself, and we take a percentage. And look, that's how I make up $23 million of revenue. As you can see, it is so different than what you would imagine a large agency to be doing, because it isn't that you have this one offer, you can have this one niche, and you're just going to keep scaling that forever, and you're going to become big and you're going to make lots of money. The truth is, you have to diversify. And I've said this before, you have to think of the actual funnel, and you got to try to provide services alongside that whole funnel. Meaning, if you're going to work with somebody and you're going to do one thing for them, i.e. ads, it will make sense for you to then also do the e-com, also do the CRO, also do the rest. The more things you can do for somebody, the more money you can make. But some of the examples that I showed you, we almost do like 3 to 4 services for that single client. And that has been one of the reasons why we managed to scale so fast and into $20 million plus. And look, the truth is, when I started this, I'd never thought I would ever get to this point. And the only reason we've managed to is because I've had the understanding of that one point, that why am I letting my client pay another agency for something when they can also pay me to do it as well? And that is how we got to $23 million. When I watch someone's videos, when they just tell you the top line and don't give you a bit of the detail, I never like it. So I'm gonna tell you 3 things a bit under the hood to give you a bit more information and transparency on like what it actually takes to be able to do this. So the first thing is the organization structure. I always used to wonder when I look at these big companies, like how are they structured? How do they physically do this? So I'm just going to walk you through mine right now. So at the top, we have our parent company, which is Gemflow Universe. Essentially, this is our parent company that owns all of the group that I'm about to walk you through. Then we have our UK company, which is called Gemflow Limited, which essentially holds all the UK stuff that we do. Right next to it, we have our Gemflow Inc., which essentially is our US company as a subsidiary of the parent company, which holds all our US business. We then have Gemflow International, which is our UAE company, where we're now doing a lot of business out in the UAE and where I am now based myself. And then we have Gemflow Ventures, where we hold all our investments and all the different businesses we have equity in as the hold company for that. And then we have another company, which I can't say the name of. It's a secret project, which is coming out next year. And it's a massive thing, which is its own entity as well. So Just to give you a bit of an idea of what a structure you would create to basically have the best tax benefits you can, to have the best setup to be able to employ people globally, and essentially to be able to build a business that can do lots of different things for lots of people around the world. So hopefully seeing something like that is helpful to you. The second thing is team, because the truth is without you building a world-class team alongside you, you will never be able to scale your business or agency in the way I have managed to. And I'll give you some stats to show you this. So the average tenure at Gemflow is now 2.5 years. The average team members age in 2024 was 31 years. The overall retention at the company is about 75%. And that's normally only skewed because we have a lot of like remote people that we hire. And overall, the team grew from 93 people to 109 at the time of recording this. So essentially we managed to scale the team up and improve the fundamental metrics, which is you want to increase the retention, you want to increase the time people are staying with you, and we managed to do that. How we managed to do that was, I wanted to share this like one key thing that I realized that when you're hiring people, you have to be the most upfront and honest you can be of why they should join and what it's actually like to work for you. And don't do the stuff that people do, which is they're talking about communication and teamwork and these like fake values because you read it in some book that that's what culture is, team is. You instead just want to be honest. When we interview people, generally we ask straight up, do you want to actually win in your life and in your business, in your career? Then you join us. Because it's going to be hard work, it's going to be tough. So having that clarity on what is it like working at Gemflow and being upfront with that has allowed me to build a team which is now staying an average 2.5 years plus. But the truth is that my leadership, my executive team has been 5 years plus, and that is how we managed to get to 20 million plus, because it's not just me. It's a team effort. It's a massive team effort, and that's only possible because you have a mental connection and the culture is about the same thing and you embody it as a team, and that's what's led to this point. The third point, and the most important, is how to actually get all the work done to be able to generate the money, because it's nice talking about 23 million, but really what that meant was 46,000 tasks underneath to deliver that revenue. We track every single thing we do in Asana, and that means it's complete transparency in the business about who's doing what. There's no gatekeeping, no secrets. No one is too big or paid too much to not participate in this. We've had this policy of we're going to write down every single thing we do, we're going to track every single thing we do, and then we're going to manage it. The other key thing I realized to be able to scale to this here is that we have to really invest in our operations to build operation efficiency. What that means is today at Gemflow, we essentially have a mini department, which we call the delivery department, where we have, I think, 4 people full time who don't do any other work. And their job is to make sure everyone else is doing their work. So essentially it's like the Gemflow police in the middle, and they are governing the whole company to make sure everyone is doing the task, everything is tracked, everything's happening through Asana, and everything is going as planned. And because of this rigorous way of running the business, I was looking at the stats, and we increased our time of like onboarding a client and launching something by 89%. And we increased by 3 times this year in terms of speed to do the same project that we were doing 12 months ago. And not only that, overall, because we actually track everything, we saved about 3 weeks of working time because we're not chasing people to be like, where are you with this? Is this done? What's happening here? Which is the thing that kills your efficiency, which means will kill your profitability and just growth in a business. So hopefully this video has been useful, just being transparent, giving you the detail of what it's actually like in a larger business, how you need to have different revenue streams and what you need to focus on to be able to make that. And look, hopefully in 12 months from now, we'll be making another video of how we've grown to our goal. Until then, I will see you in the next video.